So I'm going to make this quick because it's a little after 6 on Saturday morning, and I have to head down to Martin, Georgia, and I'm trying to wake up. So it may seem a little bit groggy still, but I feel like I have to get this out there. I know there are some people, a lot of people in the gun community who agree with Wayne LaPierre, but I don't, and I actually think he should step down from the NRA, and I'll tell you why. I believe that he should be operating under conservative principles. That's just me. I want somebody at the NRA, heading the NRA, that operates with conservative principles, okay? And I'll tell you what those principles should have been in this case. First of all, let's address national reciprocity. National reciprocity is not going to match conservative values because it gives power to the federal government to create legislation regarding carry, okay? That power should be left up to the individual states, okay? And then if California says, we don't want you to be able to carry a gun, then you can move to Tennessee, okay? But if the federal government says you can't carry a gun, then you're out of luck. There's nowhere to move except Canada, and good luck there. Or Mexico. So that's a conservative value, a principle, right? You don't give, we're trying to limit the power of the federal government. We're not trying to give them power, okay? So, because it's in the good times when you have a supposedly conservative administration, which it is not, but you're being fooled into thinking that it is. If you think that national reciprocity is a good thing, then you say to yourself, oh, that's a good thing. But honestly, national reciprocity affects so few people. I mean, if you really think about it, that it's not worth handing that power over. So that's one thing. I don't like how instead of Wayne LaPierre coming out and just addressing the immediate issue, he tried to throw everyone a bone by saying, yeah, we think the bump stocks should be reevaluated by the ATF. Now, there's two issues there. This should be an issue that we see votes on in Congress. And I feel like Wayne LaPierre is running interference for Congress when he says we think the ATF should do it. This is nothing. How do you even interpret this anything but a ploy to run interference for Congress? Then the administration can just hand down, although there is this thing called the deep state, and the ATF is liable to do whatever it feels, whatever it wants to do. There's still this possibility that the administration can say, we want you to ban, trust me, there will probably be outright bans, so all the people who are paying $1,000 right now on GunBroker for a bump stock are probably going to be out of luck. And this is what happens when you give that power to your government. And that's the whole point. Yes, that's the whole point. What Wayne LaPierre should have done is come out and identify the actual problem. The actual problem is the ideology. You're fighting an ideology, okay? You're fighting a liberal ideology that is can be possibly radicalized. This guy hated free-thinking people. He hated free people. He hated our free country. He hated our current administration. That's an ideology. That is what we're fighting, okay? Because that ideology, that same ideology, will inspire other people to do exactly the same thing. And that is why gun laws will not do a damn thing. This is why gun laws will not curb violence. It will not curb a war on ideology. Now, I'm not saying that he was radicalized by ISIS. I'm saying that there's similarities in the left, the most leftist ideology that we see in our country. There are similarities, and that's what we're fighting. We're fighting people like him and that ideology, okay? It has nothing to do with gun parks. Guns has nothing to do with that. They will find a way to terrorize people, and that's what this was, domestic terrorism. You see, so if I was Wayne LaPierre, I would have not come out and said, yeah, I think the bump stocks need to be reevaluated by the ATF, knowing that politically they're going to be under pressure to ban the bump stocks, okay? I certainly wouldn't have even have brought up national reciprocity. That's something the NRA should be fighting against, not for, okay? So if I was Wayne LaPierre, I would have come out and said, this is what we're fighting. We're fighting this, people like him, the ideology that he used to create this terror. That's what we're fighting. You are not fighting against guns. You're fighting against people with that ideology, okay? That's period, okay? And because what does CCW have to do with this? If every person in the crowd had a Glock 19 and they all fired at once, 20,000 rounds, whatever, it wouldn't have made a difference, okay? That's a bone you're being thrown, okay? So the only power that I have, I don't have any influence. The only power that I have is making this video and also my purse strings. So I'm basically renouncing my membership to the NRA until Wayne LaPierre is replaced. Thank you.